All right, so if you look at the board there, I've got your function for letter A. That's what you fill in the blank there on your notes. We're looking at the function y equals 2x minus 5. You are given your domain. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values in your domain, which is just a fancy way of saying those are 5 values for your x. So we're going to start off making a quick xy table. And I'm going to take my values in my domain and put them here in my x column. So that's -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. That's all my x values. Now, I want to identify my range. So what that means is I'm going to take my value of x, substitute it in here, and solve for y. So because there's a different value for x, that means I'm going to come up with a different value for y. So you have your calculators now. You can use your calculators because if you make a careless mistake, you're going to have the wrong point once we're ready to plot the points and draw our line. So for the first x, my x is -2. So I'm going to come over here. That means y is equal to 2 times -2 minus 5. Okay? 2 times -2 is -4. Minus 5, add these two numbers because they're the same sign, my y is -9. Okay, so that will be my first point. Second value of x is -1, so that's y is equal to 2 times -1 minus 5. 2 times -1 is just -2, minus 5, they're the same sign, so I add, my y is -7. Now, here my x is 0. Well, anytime you have a number times 0, it knocks the whole thing out. So if I want to know what y is when x is 0, that whole thing is gone. So my y is just -5. Okay? Now my x is +1. So y is equal to 2 times +1 minus 5. Okay? 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 5. We're subtracting now because you have a positive number. This minus could be the same as the negative sign for the 5. 2 minus 5 is -3. If you don't believe me, ask your calculator. The calculator will tell you the same thing. And then my final value of x is 2. So when I take y equals 2 times 2 minus 5, that gives me 4 minus 5, y equals -1. So I've completed my table. So now it's time to take your coordinate plane, and I gave you one in your notes. I don't know if you can see those numbers or not. I'm just going to make me a quick little one right here because, I don't have that one. And I'm going to get me a couple of units here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have to go too far for my y's, but down here, if you notice, all my y's are negative numbers, so I'm going to be down here on my y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So, let me get a couple over here. -1, -2, -3, -4. So my first point is -2, -9. That tells me I'm going to the left 2 and down 9, okay? So that means that my first point is about right here. Okay, plot your point. And let's do the next one. I'm at -1, -7. To the left 1 and down 7, which should be here. Okay, 0, -5, that's right on the y-axis. 0 means I don't go to the left or right, so just come on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my -5. 1, -3, so now I'm +1, so I go to the right, down 3. 2, -1, go to the right 2, down 1. So my points may be a little off, but for the most part, I have, if you can see, they're kind of straight. And you take a straight edge, whatever that you have. See, I've got Kleenex, so I'm just going to use Kleenex, and just get you a nice little straight line. I'm going to be a little off a little bit because I don't have a ruler. But there's my straight line, as straight as I can make it. You have just graphed your first linear function. So I'm going to stop the video, and then we'll do another example. This example is another table, okay?